somewhere?
Yeah. You think?
Yeah, that'll work. Alright, everybody. I'm in the States again. I figured I'd turn the camera around so you guys can see the splendor of the United States before you. I did a list at work today. Ah, shoot. The camera's not very stable. There it is. I did a list at work today. Of course, do I have it in my hand? No, it's in my feet. Of course it is. I also did some looking at video totals today because I had some forklift training, so I had a lot of extra time to think over things on the channel here. Turns out that certain videos that do really, really well hit-wise and view counts, they don't necessarily do really well money-wise. So I found that kind of odd. Alright, that's not the room. Alright, I really can't see. That's not going to help. It doesn't help that my screen isn't very clear. Alright, yeah, I got Leafs and Flames on. I'm sure the Leafs thing will be a dead giveaway that I'm a Canadian, other than the fact that I'm wearing a hockey jersey at all. And the Vancouver Canucks jacket probably isn't going to help either. Going down to Bellingham because, life's fun. So I come up with some ideas for videos today. And some of these I want to do later, but I wanted to do like kind of a countdown thing now because I don't have my whiteboard because I'm not bringing that in the van. I figured, there's some really good stories going on right now in terms of goaltending. And I thought, who are the biggest instances of goaltenders who've either repaired themselves this year or repaired themselves during the year? And this is based on games I've been watching lately, just league in general over the past season. So I just came up with 5 really quick. 5th place I gave to Brian Elliott. Elliott's been fantastic for Calgary lately. His goals against have come down. His save percentage is up above 900. It's much better than what it was, and he's been much better lately than he was in the beginning. At number 4, I have Jake Allen, who has kind of reclaimed his position. I think it helps that Carter Hutton's pushed him. Hutton had the back-to-back shutouts, and since then, Allen's been good, but Allen was good before then, too. I don't know. I like Jake Allen. I'm not convinced that he's necessarily upper echelon, but at least he's playing better, and St. Louis looks like maybe they're going to get that playoff spot after all. Number 3, I have Mike Condon, who was quite the story in Ottawa. Of course, now that Anderson's back, Anderson's playing virtually every game, and Ottawa's doing really well, and all the attention seems to be on Burrows and Stolberg and what they've brought to the team. But there's something to be said for Condon getting them there. Without Condon, they don't even get to where they are right now. Number 2, I have Peter Budaj. The story of Budaj being rescued from the dead, taken from the scrap heap by the Kings, not because they necessarily saw this great, tremendous goaltender with them, but because they had to. Jonathan Quick was out, and they didn't really have much choice. So they went with Budaj, and I think it resulted in a much better performance from him than anybody would have expected. And first place on the list I gave to Sergei Bobrovsky, because Bobrovsky has simply proven, well, he's proven me right. During last summer, I did a video where I stated who I felt were the 10 best goalies in the league, and I had Bobrovsky on the list. And it caused a lot of debate, probably more than almost anybody else on the list. But he's proven himself. He has. He's proven himself time and time again. And I'm glad to see him getting shutouts again. I'm glad to see him playing really well, because he had a rough break or 2 or 10 last year. And Columbus was really a miserable team last year, especially out of the gate. They lost, their first 10 in a row? Like, it was a miserable season for Columbus last year, and I'm glad to see them having a much better season. That's where who I cheer for, don't cheer for. That's how things can get altered. If I see a team is really downtrodden and has really, really bad luck, I kind of root for them to do better the year after, or even turn things around that season. But yeah, so you guys can let me know in the comments below why I'm wrong. And let me know who your picks for bounce back goaltender right now are. This is right now. Okay, this is from March 6th of 2017. So if Jake Allen falls apart again next week, or Elliott falls apart again next week, this video was made before that happened. So I reserve the right to change my opinion at any given point in time because I'm a sports fan, and that's what sports fans do. We reserve the right to just completely change our minds on everything. So thank you to everybody who has been subscribing lately. I greatly appreciate it. If you're just browsing your way through, please hit like and subscribe. Come back for more video goodness over the next, well, I don't know how much longer I'm going to be alive, but I plan to do videos for at least that period of time. And yeah, so here I am, the hockey guy reporting from the road. I'm in the States. Looks a lot like Canada. It really does. I don't see a huge difference. Different place. Yeah, it's pretty awesome down here. Yeah, we just came out of London, so
You're surrounded by Americans.
it's all American cars. So I gotta look as Canadian as possible, so they know who they're yelling at. Back to Canada. Back to Canada, eh?
Let them yell that at me, though.
I know.
You think it's funny?
I know.
When they yell that?
I'm just waiting until they yell it at me. It's gonna happen. All right. From Washington State, this is the hockey guy, and I will definitely do at least one more video on the road here. But for now, I'm gonna shut her down. Thanks for watching.